والسلام الأتمان الأكملان على محمد المصطفى الحاج العميد وعلى آله وصحبه وجنده وحزبه ومن دعا بدعوته وجاهد بجهاده واستنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. All praises and adorations are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We appreciate Him Almighty. May peace and benediction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his household, his companions, and those who follow his path to the day of judgment. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our ibadat and crown our spiritual efforts with Al-Jannah, inshallah, most especially Jannatul Firdaus. Dear great brothers and sisters in Islam, over there, Atlantic Camp, this in the Islamic University, Lekki, Muslim community. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. First of all, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon His countless blessings and favors upon us, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed His blessing upon us by spending our life to witness this year of Ramadan, year 1443. And alhamdulillah, we can say, inshallah, in the beginning of today or tomorrow, indeed is a great ni'mah and blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon every one of us. Because it's not by our will or wish or our wisdom that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to include us among the people that is will benefit from this year of Ramadan 1443. And indeed, we have done a lot in this great month, fasting, as we all know that is obligatory. And some of the voluntary this out of Ibadah in this month as well. The recitation of the glorious Quran and giving out sadaqah, feeding people, iftar, and the Islamic gatherings, and the itikaf that comes every year during the last 10 days in the month of Ramadan. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon everything, and we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all as an act of ibadah. And I would like to congratulate your people as the organizers of this great program. We'll be inviting many scholars across the globe. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you and make you among the beneficiaries of da'wah. Indeed, what you people you are doing and what you are offering, you are giving, indeed, there's no doubt about it. It is, you are playing the role of Anbiya and Mursalun. And anybody that is doing that one, definitely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward them based on their intentions, and as well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will reward them the way He is going to reward His messengers and prophets. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. Inshallah, I think our topic today is all about does my Islamic practice end only in Ramadan? It's a question, and after Ramadan, what next? And when I look at this topic, I decided to put down about 10 points. That is, inshallah, I'm going to discuss and elaborate on each these 10 points. Number one, the first one is that we need to understand what is Ramadan and what is Hadaf, Wara al-Ramadan, what is the aim, objective for this in Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us to fast. Why did He ask us to fast? There was what we call Maqasid al-Sharia. Each ibadah, there must be a reason. The reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we should observe that particular ibadah. And now, like fasting, and the fasting is one of the pillars of Islam, so that if you are healthy and you are not a traveler, you are not sick, and you have reached age of below, puberty, that you are mature, and you refuse to fast, and mean that you are a sinner, and you are mutadiyah with your heart, somebody that passes this in his boundary. And that person shall be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's hear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says categorically in Surah Al-Baqarah, He says that يَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. He said that I made fasting in the month of Ramadan as compulsory. He said farido, that is compulsory. If you do it, we will reward you. If you refuse to do it deliberately, you don't have any problem. You don't decide that this day I'm not going to fast, so that there's no way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish that person. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is stated, because sometimes He may disclose the reason why He asks us to do some ibadah, and sometimes we don't disclose it. There's some ulama they understand during their research and reflecting or picking out some rules and rules from that particular ibadah. They understand that it is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us to fast. But here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I want you people to increase in faith, in taqwa. So that's what is the essence of our Ramadan. After Ramadan, we are still this thing committing, lying, backbiting, cheating each other, stealing, doing many things. It means that we didn't learn anything in the month of Ramadan. It's the same thing like it's not possible for a military person to undergo maybe a particular training, maybe camping for 1 month, and after that one, that military will tell people that he doesn't know how to shoot, or he doesn't know how to defend people. It means that he did not learn anything when he was in that camp. But we as Muslims also, it's the same thing. We spent 29 days or 30 days fasting. You know, we are giving ourselves tarbiyah, training, so that to rehabilitate ourselves, to purify our hearts from committing sins and from lying and this thing. And indeed, let me tell you, fasting is a very, very wonderful ibadah. That is, we all know that it's something that you witness. There's no any way, if you fast, whether voluntary one or obligatory one, your level of iman will increase. There are some things that you normally do before. You may avoid, do it, you say, no, I cannot do it. That is the reason why Prophet Muhammad said that indeed, if you are fasting, you are honorable, and tell anybody that want to fight you, or you want to use some fasha, you want to use bad words, all this thing, tell him that in the sa'ib, me indeed, I'm fasting. I cannot misbehave. That is why you see everybody in this month of Ramadan, even those that don't pray before, you see them in the front line, in the front. They don't miss the period around, because fasting has rehabilitated them. And they say this fasting has improved their spiritual level and standard. Allah says, and don't forget we are talking about taqwa. If you don't fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there shall not be al-jannah for you. You will not embrace paradise. Allah says in Surah Maryam, He said, الْجَنَّةُ الَّتِي نُورِثُ مِنْ عِبَادِنَا مَنْ كَانَ تَقِيًّا. Nobody will inherit al-jannah than pious, God-fearing people. It means that if you don't fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's no way you can get al-jannah. And the ulama said that what is taqwa? If we say taqwa, what is taqwa? Taqwa is all about 4 things. Number 1, khawf min al-jalil, to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No fear in something like you fear bullet, or you fear maybe somebody want to harm you. No, not that one. Fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that kind of maybe, we call it al-muraqabah. You monitor Allah's hudud, Allah's boundaries. Allah said, don't do this one, you will not do it. Because you know if you do it, He will punish you. Allah said, do this one, do this, you will do it. Because you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you. That is a taqwa, khawf min al-jalil. Always before, when during your daily activities, you are in the public, alone, with your family, you want to sleep, so that you have to apply that taqwa, khawf min al-jalil. Wal-amal bil-tanzil, you must work with a revealed book, that is Quran. Any instruction in the Quran, you cannot tell me that I can accept that I can pray regularly, 5 daily prayers, compulsory, I believe in that. But I cannot fast. I don't believe in fasting. I'm not a Muslim. Or one of the somebody came to Prophet Muhammad and said, I'm going to embrace Islam at this condition. The Rasulullah said, what is your shart? What is your condition? He said, I want you to allow me to be committing zina. Yes, adultery or fornication. He said, that's what I want. Because me, I'm into it. And I can't leave it because I can't withdraw. And I don't know whether Islam will permit me. But if I want you to permit me, and Prophet did not tell him that I'm not going to permit you. He did not even tell him that it's haram. Because that dawah that you see that people are doing, it has strategy. And there is method of da'wah, methodology of da'wah. Not that just be speaking and be talking and be reciting Quranic verses. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that, what are you telling me? You are asking me to legalize zina? He said that, can you allow somebody to do the same zina with your sister? He said, I'm going to kill the person. Can you allow somebody to commit zina with your daughter? He said, no. Can you allow somebody to commit zina with your wife? He said, no. He said, can you allow somebody to commit zina with your mother? He said, no, it's impossible. Is there anybody that you want to commit zina with? That woman may be another person, mother or sister or daughter or anyone. He said, and the way you feel, those people also will feel the same thing. He told him that don't do that, and don't stop, don't do that, and don't request me, don't ask me to legalize zina for you. And the man said, and Prophet pray for that, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purify your heart. Anybody that commits zina, that his heart is being corrupted. That is the reality. He said, yeah, Allah, just purify his heart. And from that day, that person will come from there, this thing committing zina. And Allah protect your call. It's all about taqwa. Number three is arudu bil qalil. That is a contentment. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with, just accept. Don't look at someone that is above you, now be judging Allah, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you know that there are some things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with and He didn't bless that person? So that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants is thank Allah and look at the people that are under you, not the people that are above you. That is arudu bil qalil. And don't judge. That is, why is it making me and not making? Why is it now I have about 3 cars, I don't have one, I don't do this thing, maybe Allah will bless him with obedient wife, and he has children, maybe I don't have, maybe my own is sick, one lost. No, leave everything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the arudu bil qalil. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give, whether plenty one, small one, just accept it. And the last one is wal-istidad liyawm ar-rahim. You must be ready and prepare every day and night. That is one day you plan that it may even come today. A Muslim don't fear death. You don't fear. But you ask Allah to spare your life to stay long in this dunya, alhamdulillah. But you don't fear that you will kufar. Because if you die today, Allah will welcome you and He will receive you. The other place is better than this dunya. But somebody wants to stay long in this dunya, alhamdulillah, which is very, very, and it's fantastic. Even me as I'm talking to you, I don't want to die now. I want Allah to spare my life. Yes, because for you to stay long in this dunya and have good record before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is better than for you to stay very short. And like Sa'd ibn Mu'az, he stayed for just 18 years. And the day that he died, Prophet Muhammad said that Malaika descended from Sama. Even he could not even find where to put his feet. Because there are so many, we are so many. And he said that the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was shaking. Just age of 33. It just is a fantastic, wonderful. But if that person outside, if Allah can spare his life, maybe he reach like 60, and if somebody can get that kind of higher level or spiritual level from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that at the age of 33, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is shaking at the age of 33, and even it was even another that embraced Islam age of 30, only 3 years. You know, this is wonderful. That's understand Ibrahim. You must get prepared. That is, that can come at any time. And that one also, it will help you in terms of being this for you to increase in faith and taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because you will not engage yourself into some things. Once you know that I can go at any time. And there's a hadith that is من أحب لقاء الله أحب الله لقاءه ومن كره لقاء الله كره الله لقاءه. Whoever that like to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will love to meet him also to receive him. And if you hate, that is, I don't want to go, don't talk about that, I don't want to say anything, Allah also will hate to meet you and to receive you. That's number one, it's all about there is a taqwa, increasing taqwa. That's the reason why that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us to fast. Because if you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you get al-Jannah. And number two, كيف كانت أحوالنا في رمضان? Our situations, our level, and the way, what did we do in the month of Ramadan? Alhamdulillah, you all know, me I know, we observe fasting, right? We observe Taraweeh before the last 10 days in the month of Ramadan. And some of us recite the Quran, maybe as I'm talking, maybe some 10 times, maybe sometimes, maybe some people 5 times, some people 3 times, anyone, even once, it's okay. We know that one. don't sleep in the night. We stand for a long time before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for istighfar, forgiveness, supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we are so humble to our families, we are so humble to our colleagues, we are so humble to our neighbors, to the extent that we are sharing food. We are considering this to the less privileged people. And we are so obedient to our parents as well. And we are so humble to everybody. And we don't talk for our share, we don't misbehave. But the problem, that's what we offered in the month of Ramadan, all this ibadah, worship, everything. How can we maintain it after Ramadan? Yes, many people you see now, anything from tomorrow, if you are going to observe this thing, Salah, don't you observe even today? That's what I do, many people did not come. And there was like this that later the may be the last day of Ramadan, 29th. But I went with this Salah, I know, I said, many people did not come. So why? Are you done with Ramadan? Where are you going to? So that we need to maintain our level of our ibadah, level of our this thing. Allah is not a sportive for somebody. Most especially, there are some, this thing, if you look and you reflect concerning this issue of itikaf, it is one of the most difficult acts in the month of Ramadan. Because you leave your family, you leave everybody, but all we want to be temporary. But after Ramadan, what will be our level of ibadah, spiritual level, our situation? How do we cope with this ibadah that we do? If you are the one that you recited the Quran 10 times, it's possible. Three days. You finish one Quran, that is 10 times. Yes, 5 days, 6. If you are 10 days, that is 3. So that after Ramadan, there's no way, no any doubt. The level of our spiritual standard and the level of our ibadah may drop a little bit. Yes, it may drop. But you have to maintain your iman. Even Prophet Muhammad it was narrated that he is normally observed he spent his nights, he doesn't sleep at all. Especially during the last 10 days in the month of Ramadan, 10 nights. He doesn't sleep at all. You see him worship. But after Ramadan, he does not do that one. After Ramadan, he waits. Sometimes we overnight, we observe Qiyam. Sometimes we wait till Thulthul Layl Akhir. The last one talk maybe around 10, and he will observe his tahajjud, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So that after Ramadan, if you are the type that, mashallah, you used to normally observe this thing, Tarawih, 11 rakah, after Ramadan, maintain it. If you cannot maintain it, just 7 rakah. You cannot maintain it 5 rakah. You cannot maintain it 3 rakah. You cannot maintain it just waiting 1 rakah. But for you to stop Qiyam Layl, finally, that one is very, very bad. It's very, very bad. And for you to stop recitation of the Quran, finally, it's bad. At least if it is 1 juzu. See, just shaitan. 1 juzu may not take you more than 15 minutes. If you are a fast reciter, 12 to 13 or 10 minutes. And if you are, maybe you cannot recite fast, so that you can spend about at least within 30 minutes, you should be able to finish this in 1 juzu. And you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you and will put barakah in your daily activities, your place of work, your business, even your body and your heart. I'm telling you. Nothing gives our heart this tranquility and peace and harmony like Quran. If your heart is shaking or you are so sad, just pick your Quran and recite. And if some people that is normally suffer, they are suffering of maybe lack of sleep, recite Quran. Everything will be okay. Recite Surah Al-Fatiha, recite at least 1 juz. Before you finish, you sleep. Because there is a barakah of Quran. And alhamdulillah, in the month of Ramadan, we used to normally feed. We used to normally give us sadaqah on a daily basis. We help each other. What will happen after Ramadan? What will happen after Ramadan? Like I have a friend that somebody give me before, somebody bring fish for me, big fish, in the month of Ramadan. After Ramadan is done, I say, it's only in the month of Ramadan that we are looking for agenda. If that fish that is fish, bring it even after Ramadan. And we enjoy it. I'm telling you, but the majority of all will stop. And that one is not the culture of the companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because they feed always. Allah described them and said, they feed people always, continuously. Poor people, yatima, orphans, and slaves. They feed them, they give them food, and they consider them always. Number 3, Haruna ma'asawm. Our fasting, did we assess ourselves? That taqwa, what of taqwa? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to realize taqwa, fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He wants us to understand, to increase in taqwa. Did you work for that taqwa in the month of Ramadan? Did you work or did you look at yourself that is, have I increased in taqwa, fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That is number 1. And the reason why I ask you to fast that I want you to increase in faith. How do you know Al-Quran? This is an individual assessment. What did you do? What is your contribution towards your Quran? Did you recite properly? Did you reflect? Or you are just reciting, just make sure that I recite the Quran in the month of Ramadan just 10 times or 30 times. What did you pick? You must have your pen and paper. I saw some people doing that. You just put something down. Yes. And if you recite pure Arabic, you don't understand it properly, just speak your translated Quran in English or any other language. Just go and just say, I want to know the meaning, the full meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha. Because how can I be reciting something every day and night, and I don't know the content, I don't know what is there, what Allah is asking, what you don't even know, you are communicating with Allah, and you don't know the meaning of that communication. Is it right? It's not right. You now ask yourself, did I even cry in the month of Ramadan? Yes, when reciting Quran. That's the higher level of this in the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, if you cry, you weep for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially secretly, you will be among the 7 people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to honor them with his own shade on the day of judgment, the day that there shall not be any shade than that shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, وَالرَّجُلُ ذَكَرَ اللَّهَ خَالِيًا فَفَاضَتْ عَيْنَاهُ is a man that he remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maybe while reciting Quran, or while doing nafila, or while saying this in qunut, and he started weeping. Not that he's faking it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says he will honor him with his own special shape on the day of judgment. And another one is that anybody that will for Allah's sake, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make his face forbidden upon hellfire. Yes. Especially if nobody knows. If people are even aware, no problem. Allah will still reward you. How do you know Al-Quran? Well, dhikr. Did we recite properly? Did we recite the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What of dhikr? The Quran is after the dhikr. The best after is Quran. But we still have some dhikr. If you are tired with Quran, now istighfar is there. La ilaha illallah is there. Subhanallah bihamdi is there. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah is there. And there are many of us, but salat al-nabi is there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that وَالذَّاكِرِينَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا وَالذَّاكِرَاتِ. He said those that normally remember me among men and women, I have already provided al-Jannah for them and I will forgive them. If you remember Allah, Allah will remember you. He said فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرُكُمْ. Remember me, I will remember you. Istighfar, most especially, istighfar is very, very important and very, very essential. Most especially this time around, because now we have observed a lot of ibadat in this particular month, and now we are rounding up tomorrow, today or tomorrow, inshallah. Anyone, nobody can say categorically whether today or tomorrow now. Nobody. You understand me? But we can use the knowledge of this thing, the support of astronomy, this thing, so that we can say it. Based that it means, inshallah, Ramadan will end today, or inshallah, Ramadan will end this thing tomorrow. That's this al-dhikr. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the istighfar, asking Allah, nothing will you say now that istighfar, even all of dua is enough. You can continue, but after that say, Ya Allah, astaghfirullah, Ya Allah forgive me, Ya Allah forgive me, Ya Allah forgive me. Sheikh Ibn Baz, rahimahullah ta'ala, former Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia, they say that Baba, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always, day and night. They say that the Mufti, Sheikh Ibn Baz, rahimahullah ta'ala, while eating, before raising spoon to his mouth, he will say, Astaghfirullah, he just remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you drop, aside from that, you will be making call, is receiving call, you will be praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the car, while sleeping, that what Prophet is commanding you. Azkar is very, very important, and it will help you physically and spiritually. If you are the type that you do Azkar in law, you apply Azkar in law, nobody will harm you. And that Azkar will give you boldness. You don't fear anybody anymore. Wallahi. Me, I told somebody one day, I said, don't fear anybody than Allah. That is Azkar. If you don't have anything, you fear. But you have something. Quran is there. Azkar is there. You don't fear anybody. Prophet Muhammad is saying, "La astaghfirullah fi kulli yawm wa layla 70 marra wa fi riwaya 100 marra." He said that every day and night I will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness 70 times. In another narration, 100 times. The other one said, "Do you think that I say astaghfirullah just 100 times?" It's more than that. They say in places, if he's walking, astaghfirullah. If he's doing this, it was even narrated that whenever maybe he is sitting or he sat down and he's not with anybody, what he does is, all people are with him and he's not talking, he will just say, Rabbi fully wa tuba alayya, Rabbi fully wa tuba alayya, Rabbi fully wa tuba alayya, Ya Allah, forgive me, Ya Allah, give me tawbah. How do we make dhikr? How do we make qiyam al-layl? Our qiyam al-layl that tahajjud, starting from Tarawih. Are you among the people that were skipping? After Isha, you just sleep. You will not go outside and make call. You'll be making call now. In the month of Ramadan, you are wasting your time. You don't value your time. You will not be just wasting it into his time just like that. You will not come back, maybe remain 4 rakah. You will not join them. Allah is recording it now. And some are not smart enough. He will stay at home. He said, Mother is going to start by 8 now. You will not miss Isha prayer, which is obligatory. Wallah, if you like pray Tarawih 1 million times, it will not reach the road of Isha. Do you know? If you like overnight, pray 1 million, 10 million rakah, it will not reach the road of this thing, 2 rakah of Subi prayer. Never. I see some people wake up overnight, when Subi is approaching, because Shaitan is walking, is joking with his brain. When Subi is approaching, we've done a lot now. I wake at this around 1 and I don't sleep at all. I'm like, this was up Raka over 100 times, over 100 Raka. I've recited Quran, the Sivar, everything is there. Let me just sleep now. And that miskin, we missed this thing, the reward of Subi prayer. Because you know the difference. Allah ask you, I want something too. That is the best thing that you want. If you later give him, you do not give him that too. You ask me, I'm going to give you 1 million. You will not even recognize it. You will not appreciate it. The doctor that he asked you, and especially Salat, he did it in a very, very perfect way. So that he timed the Salat. He said that number 1, he said that it is compulsory for you to pray. And I said that inna salata kanat al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta. He said that Salat is obligatory. We time it with that time. So that when it is time of a particular Salat, and you don't pray, you later pray deliberately, Allah, so Allah will not accept that your prayer. Now they are praying now, they are not doing anything, nothing happened to you, and you decided, no, I'm not going to pray now. They say Allah will not accept that prayer later if you pray. How do we qiyam al-layl? Are we among those people that they don't miss? You see them always there is the word for those that are standing in the first line. If they want to share more now, will you be in this last thing? You will be afraid that maybe it may not reach you. Yes. Salat is the same thing. You have to struggle. You have to struggle and make sure that you are among those that in the first row, I'm telling you. Because Allah will come and say, Malaika, assess their imam. What is he doing? Is he doing it for us or for people to praise him? Whether it's praise his speech or maybe memorize or something like that. If Imam is not there, they will start from the first row, from right side. They will assess you one by one. If they find anybody that, mashallah, he is praying with his own passion and with sincerity, Allah will use that person to ascend on. That is Jama'ah, congregation. But if they start from the Imam is not there. Maybe he's thinking about his wife. He's thinking about his account. Or he's praying and he's touching his own. He's touching his, what they call it? Now, he's touching his pocket, but whether maybe the money is still there or his phone or something like that. People now, wallahi, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just help us. It has reached a level. Somebody, if he hears something, maybe his phone just rang or something like that, he can check. And he's praying. Want to know what is happening here before Allah. You must be kidding, you are joking. You don't know what you are doing. So that if Allah, the Malaika check every one of us in the masjid, and nobody in the first line, second line, third line, up to the last one, nobody is praying with sincerity, and their minds is not there, and not there, let me tell you, Allah, the Malaika will report the matter to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, because they are doing it in congregation. Because of barakah of that jama'ah, that congregation, we will accept it. If you are praying alone, you are on your own. And if you pray alone, you have only one reward. And that reward is not sure. And if you not pray, yes, it's not sure now. And if you don't pray, Allah will punish you. And I have many evidences about the matter, but I have to work with this in time. And mashallah, alhamdulillah, in the month of Ramadan, we supplicated a lot. Praying during our sujood, during our after salawat, after our nawafil. What will happen to that we achieved, alhamdulillah, it's a big, great achievement. But after Ramadan, what will happen to our dua? And our dua, mukhul ibadah. Dua is the bread of ibadah, of worship. And number 4, we have to do niyyah. وَالْعَصْمُ لِلْعِبَادَةِ بَعْدَ رَمَضَانِ. We need to renew our intention. Yes, we need to renew our intention. Every year you must have spiritual assessment. You know, you say this year, I want to increase something, I want to add to my ibadah. I know somebody long time ago, he doesn't observe fasting of Monday and Thursday before. But after a particular Ramadan, he said that this year we are adding Monday and Thursday. Fantastic. That one he graduated with first class from institution of Ramadan. I'm telling you. Another Ramadan again, he said, what do we do? We need to add something. He said, okay, we will be fasting Ayyam al-Bid. 13 days, this is 3 days every month, 13th, 14th, and 15th. And they continue. Maybe I don't know that person that is planning for some of Adabi Dawood. He is moving gradually. That's a promotion. Spiritually, it's a promotion. He said that some of the Prophet Muhammad said that the best fasting is fasting of Adabi Dawood. Yasumu Yawman wa Yaftur Yawman. We fast today and rest tomorrow. Rest tomorrow, next tomorrow, next tomorrow in fact. That's the best. That's why they say you don't forget. During our tafsir, they say that Ashaddu ibadata min ibnihi. He is so dedicated than his son Sulaiman. That is inside his Qiyamul Layl is the best Qiyamul Layl. Yanamu awwal al-layl wa yakumu akhirah. He will sleep in the night. Around 2:33, he wake up. And he will continue with his tahajjud. That is the best. And if maybe you spend 1 hour, maybe 4:30, something like that, you can sleep also. Or maybe something may come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide you. Tajidid niyyah. وَالْعَصْمِ لِلْعِبَادَةِ بَعْدَ Ramadan. You must have it in your mind that in this tahajjud I want to continue after Ramadan. And if you are sincere, Allah will make it easy for you. Easy to continue. Those servants are like some people, Ramadan to Ramadan. Those people that obey to Ramadan, they worship nothing than Ramadan. Now, mashallah, as somebody feed people in the month of Ramadan, I cannot continue because it's not every day that people are fasting. But let me choose maybe like on Friday, I'll be feeding 100 people. And you see wonder from Allah, you see wonder from Allah, you see you, Allah will surprise you. MashaAllah, as somebody share water. On the month of Ramadan, throughout of Ramadan, during Tarawih, Tahajjud, now let me be taking water to a particular masjid during Ramadan. That's what the companions of Prophet Muhammad normally do. They don't only feed in the month of Ramadan, and they don't only assist in the month of Ramadan, they assist always and they feed always. Number 5, Siyamu Sitti Shawwal. For you to know that Allah Ramadan, and whether you graduated with this in first class or second class, upper or lower, or pass or fail, so that if you can be able to follow up with that 6 Shawwal. Man sama Ramadan, thumma atba'ahu 6 min Shawwal, fakannama sama dahar. You also fast in the month of Ramadan, and you follow it up, thumma, after Ramadan, maybe 3 days after. Now your reward will be equivalent to reward of maybe reward of 1 year fasting, a year fasting. And the matter is that Ramadan is all about 29 days or 30 days. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward each day 10 days. Multiply by 30, that is 300. And if you fast, yes, 200 days. And if you fast, as to, you are here now, you are fasted before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 290 days. Today is 29 now. 290 days. Yes. Because man jaa bil hasanati falahu ashru amthaliha. Whenever you observe ibadah, you have reward of maybe 10 times instead of what you did. Like now, you gave 1,000 naira, and that is a rahmah upon al-ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah will give you a reward of you give 10,000 naira. You recited Quran verse in the month of Ramadan, from Baqarah to Rubi Das, Allah will give you a reward of 10 times. You recited it maybe 3 times, that is 30 times. You recited it 10 times, you have reward of maybe reward of 100 times. Man jaa bil hasanati falahu ashru amthaliha. 6 Shawwal is very, very important, very, very essential. And if you fast, you follow with 6-day fasting of Shawwal, your reward Allah will reward you equally every day, 10 days. For 6 days, that is 60 days. If you add it to 300 days, that is 360. And somebody will ask me, if you are going to fast 29 days, what will happen? It's the same thing. Allah will add for you people, inshallah, add for me, add for every one of us. And that is the reason, and don't try Allah. Some people are so smart. They say, okay, I'm already observed fast in the month of Ramadan, I have 300 days. With 6 Shawwal. Number 6, muwasalat ta'am ta'am. You will continue in terms of feeding people, helping people. Alhamdulillah, it's so fantastic. You share rice, you share peace, you share fruit in the month of Ramadan. In the month of Ramadan, but now after Ramadan, what will happen? Every time that you give somebody a bag of rice, he will appreciate it. Every time that you consider somebody maybe with drinks or fruit, he will appreciate it. If Ramadan is no more, the Lord of Ramadan is still there and is recording it. And number 7, you know the first one is all about Qiyam Layl in the month of Ramadan. Qiyam Layl ba'da Ramadan. How are we going to cope with our Qiyam Layl after Ramadan? It's all about everybody. You must know yourself, you must know your capacity, and you must know what you can offer. Don't kill yourself because of Qiyam Layl. Yes. If it is your matter, it's just only 3 rakah. Be prayed regularly. The best ibadah before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that you do regularly. If it's even small, every day 3 rakah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be waiting for you there. He's expecting that 3 rakah from you. If it is 5 rakah, then make sure 5 rakah. If it is 7 rakah, make sure 7 rakah every day. If it is 9 rakah every day. If it is 11 every day. Not like that person, you will pray 11 today, tomorrow 2 or 3. Or you say, today I'm so strong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wants us to maintain your energy. Yes, He doesn't want you to give me everything one day. Because you are going to spend that, you will live in this dunya, not for just only one day, for a day. So that I want you to be giving Him small. That is also is not going to give you all of your risk in a day. Just give me small, it's dropping small. Because if you give me everything today, you will misbehave. That's the reason why it was already in I think in Hadith policy. He said, Ya Ibn Adam, La tas'alni rizq al-gad, kama ana la as'aluka an amal al-gad. He said, don't ever ask me about your wealth of tomorrow, your future wealth. When me also, I will never ask you about your future environment. Balance. He said, I will never ask you that, what about your salat of tomorrow now? I will never ask you. You also don't ask me about this thing. He is telling you that don't be panic. The thing is there. When it is time, we give it to you. Issue of Qiyamul Layl, Ramadan, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never ask you, if he said, La yukallifu nafsan illa wus'aha, La yukallifu nafsan illa ma ataaha. He will never ask you about something that is beyond you. Do you understand me? It's beyond you. He will never ask you. That is why every issue of Ramadan, he is not requesting Ramadan from everybody. Old people, he said, don't fast, feed. Nursing mother, don't fast, feed. Pregnant one, feed. Sick one, feed people. I don't need anything. I'm not saying you must fast, you must observe that fasting by force. Number 8. As-salawat al-mafruḍah ba'da Ramadan. The sign of Allah's people, Allah, is their own 5 daily prayers. They don't joke with it. You see them also battling with their salah. بشر المشائين في الظلم الليل إلى المساجد بالجنة. Prophet said that give them glad tidings. Don't let somebody move in darkness for Subi prayer. He said, give them glad tidings that they are going to Al-Jannah. We give them Al-Jannah. Something that Allah made as obligatory. You must observe your salawat. Because the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you on the day of judgment is all about your salah. If you are okay with your salah, mashallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you. And it was written that on the day of judgment, Al-Sirat, you all know Sirat, he is going to communicate with you as a believer. The communication is all about this. Al-Sirat will tell you, say, you are moving. Just you movement pass. Something that a kuffar will be panicking. It's not easy, right? Because if you fail, you are into hellfire. And if you cross that bridge, you find yourself into Al-Jannah. But if a movement is approaching, is coming, that hellfire will talk to you, as Sirat will talk to you. He said that you are moving. Oh, you move. Jews. Pass. But act for Anwaruka Lahabi. Your nur, light of fasting in the month of Ramadan, light of 5 daily prayers, light of zakat, light of feeding, light of sadaqah, light of Quran. It has weakened me. I cannot do anything. You just pass. You are honorable. You are His Excellency. And you don't miss Takbiratul Ihram. And you don't go there last. If you go there last, you may embrace Al-Jannah last. And if you embrace Al-Jannah last, thank Allah. It may lead you to hellfire if He has not taken. If He has not taken. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, that salat, because your salat, inna salat atina al-fasha wal-munkar, your salat will guide you, and your salat will prevent you from immoral acts. You don't misbehave.
Please, unmute yourself, sir.
That person doesn't pray. If you pray regularly, there's no Allah, you will not misbehave. Because your salat will be there. Your salat is a nur, light, that will guide you and safeguard you as well. If you pray regularly, your salat will serve as a protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and your salat will generate many things that this time will not permit me to mention all. And let me tell you, your salawat, 5 daily prayers, is miftah rizq. It's a key to your sources. You want to pray, you don't pray, and you want Allah to bless you as a Muslim, it may be difficult. That's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he somebody tell Bilal bin Abi Rabah, he said, Ya Bilal, arihna biha. Just pray, call prayer for me. If he's so sad, or something happened to him, difficult or trial, calamity, we now ask Bilal, he said, Bilal, is it time? Ya Bilal, call prayer. Arihna biha, so that the salat will make us to forget all these things, this is sadness and problem and this is calamities and trials of this dunya. And another thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made me to love three things in this world. The first one, he said that I love. He said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made me to love about three things in this dunya, worldly things, and you cannot escape it whether you like it or not. He said the first one is atib, perfume, and he Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Automatically his faith is perfume. Yes, even the companions, some of them, they normally clean his sweat so that for them to rub it as perfume. But he applies the same perfume always. And he said, what Nisa? Allah made me to love women. Yes, he said, I love women. That's why he married more than three. Allah allowed him to marry even more than four. But he did not pass his boundary. We all love women. Women also love men, but don't pass your boundary. In a halal way. If you want to tell me you don't love them, why did you marry? You have remained like that now. And you also as a woman, if you don't love men, why did you marry? You would have stayed just like that without any destiny. He says, well, that's my point. He said, he said, but he put my joy, my happiness, and my peace, and tranquility and harmony into salah. Whenever I pray, I receive joy than anything. Perfume that I say I like and the women, all this thing, they are not the ones that are giving me the pleasure or something like that. What really gives me this pleasure and joy and happiness and peace is whenever I pray, especially if you are on sujood. Number 9, Qira'atul Quran wa mulazamati. Qira'atul Quran wa mulazamatuhu ba'da Ramadan. Let Quran be your best friend. While traveling, in the cars, plane, train, everything, just Quran, let Quran to be your best friend. And start your day. In the morning after Sunday prayer, sit down, recite at least a page of Quran, 2 pages, 1 juzu, and you will see the rahmah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Quran is very, very essential. You can read newspaper, about how many pages? When you don't read Quran, you will not be telling that I'm busy, I don't have time. You have driver. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, don't drive yourself. You just sit down and you'll be reciting only newspaper. You'll be checking your phone. As you are checking TT, checking the Zenith, Jais, Tag, you are just checking your balance. Rather, you don't check Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's wrong. Just sit down, just recite. You see the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless you. And the nur of Quran, once the nur of Quran enter your brain, Allah will not misbehave. You'll be taking good decision, and it will be so fast because you have Quran. And your brain can never carry virus. You know, some people will be misbehaving small. They're what you call tafawul in Arabic. He is not mad, and he's not suffering of mental. But sometimes if you do something, you say, okay, like he's not normal. But if you are reciting Quran, Quran will balance you, and Quran will make you. So in this agreement, the Quran will complete you. You don't misbehave and you don't use this, you don't talk anyhow. And your Quran as well. After Quran will make your tongue so sharp. In terms of istijaba, you make response from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will answer your prayer because you recite Quran. And your Quran, especially Baqarah and Al-Imran, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, he said, Iqra'u Zaharawain. قال وما زهروان قال البقرة والإمران. He said that they read Zahrawan. He said we don't know what is Zahrawan. He said that al-Baqarah wal-Imran. He said that on the day of judgment, 2 of them will come. They will intercede for you. They will fight for you before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They say, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, don't punish him. Ya Allah, don't humiliate him today. Because he is normally recite us. And Iqra al-Quran, recite Quran. فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيع الأصحاب. Quran will come on the day of judgment as a Shafi'ah will intercede for his people. So that Quran is very, very important. And Quran is very, very, I wonder some women, that the housewife, they be out and just watching, no Quran, no anything. Why don't you bless and bless your husband's house with this Quran? And you also bless your brain with Quran. Don't joke with Quran. If you want to write exam, make sure that you read at least one page. If you want to read, you want to do revision, start with Quran. And you see the way the thing will be helping. And it will flow. And if you read that place, you want to start writing again, recite Quran. You see the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you. Quran is very, very essential. And Quran, don't forget, is a revealed book. And it's a nur, light, Furqan, Qur'an, and is the same thing, Mubin, something that is no doubt about it. And it's a Tanzil, a revealed book from Allah subhanahu, and it's Huda, guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 10, حال السلف قبل رمضان وفي رمضان وبعد رمضان تلك عشرة كاملة. That's a complete 10. These 3 points that I just put, and I love to elaborate about them. You know the last one, the Salaf Salih, those our role models, that is companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What are they doing in the month of Ramadan? Before Ramadan, how do they receive Ramadan? Well, 6 months before Ramadan, you see Salaf Salih pray Allah, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and preparing for Ramadan. Preparing for Ramadan. And in the month of Ramadan, you see them so happy in the first week and making themselves busy with ibadah. Like Imam Malik, he doesn't go out. It's all about Quran. You will give any lecture that you want to give. When it's in the month of Ramadan, nobody will see him. They say if you want to see him, you just see him from his house to the masjid for 5 daily prayers. After that one, you can't have access to Imam Malik. Say this month we don't do. And in the month of Ramadan, if you want to follow our Salaf Salih, you have to give everything. You will reach it. This is this is a peak. That is, I cannot do more than this. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us in the month of Ramadan. That's it, I can't give anything more than this. In terms of Qiyamul, in terms of Quran, I can't recite more than this. That is my best. This is my best. And after Ramadan, Allah, if Ramadan is going like this, wallah, you see the way they be shaking their masajid, you see them weeping, crying. Because of what? Because they know that Ramadan is going, and nobody will guarantee them that they will witness another Ramadan. And lastly, they will now spend another 6 months asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept their ibadah in the month of Ramadan. The one that in the next 6 months, they use Shawwal. They will use Zulqa'dah, right? And they will use this is Hijjah, asking Allah Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awwal. That is 6 months. Just asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept their ibadah and to grant their efforts, and they will be weeping as well, and they don't sleep in the night, so that they have to join them. Don't be like those people that will go and rubbish everything that they did in the month of Ramadan. On Saturday, you that you have taken from eating and drinking and having sexualistic pleasure for about 29 days or 30 days, on Saturday, some will go and take alcohol, some will go and lose it. It means that you did not learn anything in the month of Ramadan. Let everybody know, even your colleague in the place of work, your neighbor, even your wife, they say, no, mashallah, it has improved. Even you as a wife, it has improved. Everything, you as a student, look at your environment, the way people, you interact with people, let them realize. You do like somebody, if somebody just came back from Hajj, the way they do now, even be wearing jalabia and all this thing, mashallah, everyone is mashallah, it has changed. So that the same thing after Ramadan. Because Hajj is all about just 2 days or 3 days ibadah. But Ramadan is greater. It's about 29 days or 30 days. How can you be misbehaving? In the month of Ramadan, you don't listen to music. In the month of Ramadan, you don't waste your time. In the month of Ramadan, you minimize your backbiting, giba. How come after Ramadan, all the reward, you want to spoil everything? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with you people, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you as the organizers from there for this program. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us as well. And alhamdulillah, fantastic. May Allah, your reward will be so much. Lord, there are some brothers here, they are even watching us direct. Yours is online, but they are watching us online. You initiated it, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala crown your effort, and beneficiaries of this great month, the month of Ramadan. If there is questions or something like that,